Alright, here's how you can put shutter speed and aperture together. We're going to learn about the light meter. Now, normally when you're taking a picture, you're going to look through the viewfinder and you'll see along the bottom in there, you'll see your light meter. It looks like a line with a 0 in the middle and a plus on one side and a minus on the other. Now, with this camera and this video, we can't both see in there at the same time. So I'm going to press the info button so that we can see that same display on the back. Now you can see that light meter. You can see the 0 in the middle, the plus sign, and the minus sign. Here again is my shutter speed, and here's my aperture. Now, if you notice, my light meter is all the way over to the minus. That's saying not enough light. So I have to, if I'm going to take a picture of this scene right now that I'm looking at, really nothing to look at, but if I was, I would need to look at my light meter and see how much light I had. So again, I'm looking at my scene. My light meter says not enough light. I have to let more light in. I think I'm going to change my aperture, open it up to let in more light. So I'm holding down my aperture button and scrolling left to make my f number smaller and my aperture opening bigger. Hopefully as I do that, those lines towards the minus start to go away. But really they didn't move enough. So I guess I'm going to have to also change my shutter speed. I'm going to slow it down. I'm scrolling left, this time with just the command dial because I'm only changing shutter speed. Oh, getting close. There. See that I'm right on 0. My shutter speed is 1 over 2.5 of a second, and f 4.8. If I take a picture right now, here's a really beautiful picture of this table, but it's well lit. It's not too bright, it's not too dark. The problem is, you can tell, I'm holding this camera by hand. And if you look, my shutter speed was slower than 60, a lot slower. It was almost like a half a second. That's way too slow to be handheld. So even though right now we look at this picture, it looks pretty good as far as light and dark, it's going to be blurry. Definitely when you put it on the computer, or maybe even when we look at it here. So that's no good. Why is it going to be blurry? Because we went slower than 60. Now right now, I'm inside, so there's not a ton of light. If I were to go outside, I don't think I would have this problem because I would have more light and I could use a faster shutter speed. Just keep in mind, as you're changing your light meter, you want to get right to 0 every single time. If you don't, your pictures are going to be too bright or too dark. And the way that you get to 0 is you change your shutter speed with your command dial. See, now it says too much light. Or you change your aperture with your aperture button and your command dial. There are some different settings that will actually work for a picture. Again, looks pretty good in terms of light and dark, but it's definitely going to be blurry because it's handheld at a shutter speed slower than 60.